Welcome to Learn and Success. If you want to improve your English, grow your skills, and become more confident in life, you're in the right place. Here, you'll find simple lessons, clear explanations, and stories that keep you learning every day.
Hit subscribe and join the community. Your journey to success starts here.
Today, I want to walk you through the world of marriage party hall decoration. It's a topic that sounds simple at first, but once you step inside an actual event space, you realize there are many layers to it. Decoration is not just about placing flowers and hanging lights. It's about creating an atmosphere. It's about setting a mood that matches the couple's personality, the culture, the traditions, and the size of the celebration. When you first think about decorating a marriage hall, the most important step is understanding the theme. Every couple has a different idea of what they want. Some prefer a traditional look with cultural elements. Some want something modern and minimal. Others dream of a royal theme with grand lighting and luxurious fabrics. So the first question a decorator usually asks is, what kind of story do you want your wedding to tell? Let's talk about themes. A classic theme often includes soft colors like gold, cream, white, and maroon. These colors give a timeless look, and they match well with most Indian wedding traditions too. If the couple prefers something modern, decorators might use black, silver, rose gold, navy blue, or pastel shades. Pastel weddings are very popular these days because they feel light and elegant. You often see pastel drapes, pastel flowers, and pastel seating arrangements. Once the theme is clear, the next step is the entrance decoration, because that's the first thing guests notice. A beautifully decorated entrance sets the tone for the entire event. Many decorators use flower arches, fairy lights, lanterns, and welcome boards with the couple's names. Fresh flowers always create a charming effect, but artificial flowers are also popular because they last longer and allow more creative designs. Some entrances have fog machines or bubble machines for a dramatic effect. Others use traditional elements like diya stands, rangoli designs, or torans. Then comes the heart of the hall, the stage decoration. The stage is where the bride and groom sit, pose for photos, and meet guests. This makes it the most photographed part of the entire event. So decorators spend a lot of time on it. A stage usually includes a backdrop, seating, and lights. The backdrop might be made of flowers, fabric drapes, LED panels, or wooden panels carved with patterns. Floral backdrops are considered classic, while LED screens create a more modern look with visual graphics, animations, or even live camera feed. Seating arrangement on the stage usually includes a royal-looking sofa, often called a wedding couch or settee. It can be in gold, white, or velvet designs. Some decorators place large artificial trees, vases, or candle stands on both sides of the stage to add balance and symmetry. Lighting is essential here because poor lighting can spoil photos. Soft white or warm yellow lights are usually used to give a flattering glow to the couple. Moving forward, let's talk about table decoration. If it's a buffet-style wedding, tables might be simple, but if it's a proper sit-down arrangement, decorators often place tablecloths matching the theme, along with centerpieces. A centerpiece can be a flower arrangement, a candle stand, a glass bowl with floating candles, or even a small LED lamp. The key idea is to make the tables look neat, inviting, and consistent with the rest of the hall. The next major feature is the ceiling decoration. You might have seen weddings where the ceiling is filled with fabric drapes, hanging lights, crystal strings, chandeliers, or even decorations. Ceiling decoration is important because it adds depth to the hall. For example, if a hall looks too empty or too large, decor on the can make it feel fuller and warmer. Drapes arranged in a fan pattern or circular pattern are very common. Some decorators add thousands of fairy lights to create a starry sky effect. Now let's talk about lighting, because without proper lighting, even the best decoration looks dull. There are different types of lights used at wedding venues. Ambient lights create the overall mood. Spotlights highlight the stage, the entrance, or the couple. LED uplights on the walls can change colors depending on the theme. Fairy lights bring softness and romance. Chandeliers add elegance. And then there are special effects like moving lights, gobo lights with names, and laser patterns. But decorators always try to balance light so it doesn't feel too bright or too dark. Another important area is the photo booth corner. Nowadays, almost every wedding has a photo booth where guests can take pictures. These booths often have props, backdrops, and attractive frames. Some booths are fun and modern with neon signs like "Better Together" or "Just Married." Others are traditional with cultural designs, umbrellas, or hand-painted motifs. A nicely decorated photo booth keeps guests engaged and also adds more beauty to the hall. Don't forget the food counter decoration. This part is often overlooked, but it contributes a lot to the overall ambiance. Decorators use thematic counters, wooden structures, metal baskets, floral runners, and soft lighting around the food area. Label boards and menu stands help guests know what's being served. In some weddings, the food counters are decorated so creatively that they look like small stalls from a festival or a street market. Now let's move to an important detail: the walkway or pathway decoration. This is the path that leads guests from the entrance to the stage or dining area. Some decorators use carpet runners, flower petals, candle stands, or lanterns along the walkway. This makes the movement of guests feel guided and pleasant. Soft music along the walkway adds to the atmosphere too. Another part to consider is the mandap or ceremony area, if the wedding rituals are performed inside the hall. The mandap is traditionally decorated with flowers, pillars, and drapes. It should look sacred but also beautiful. The colors used here are usually brighter. Some couples prefer a full floral mandap, while others prefer a combination of flowers and traditional wooden frames. Next comes guest seating decoration. Chairs are usually covered with chair covers matching the theme. Some decorators tie ribbons or sashes on the back of each chair. For premium weddings, chairs like Chiavari chairs or Victorian chairs are used without covers because their design itself is elegant. Let's talk about scent and sound for a moment. A good decorator not only focuses on visuals, but also on atmosphere. Mild floral scents or essential oil diffusers can make the hall feel fresh. Soft background music creates comfort. Harsh or loud background noise can spoil the mood, so decorators work with sound teams to maintain a pleasant volume. Now think about practical decoration elements. Sometimes what looks good isn't practical. For example, too many candles in a crowded space can be risky. Too many tall flower stands might block guests' movements. So decorators always balance beauty with safety and space. Let's take a moment to talk about budget decoration versus luxury decoration. Even with a small budget, you can create a beautiful hall using clever techniques. For example, fabric drapes, fairy lights, and minimal flower arrangements can look stunning if arranged neatly. On the other hand, luxury decoration involves premium flowers, chandeliers, heavy stage setups, and customized props. But in both styles, the key is doing everything with intention and good taste. Before finalizing any decoration, decorators often prepare a mock-up or a sample setup. This helps the couple imagine how the hall will look. Nowadays, digital 3D layouts are also used. Couples can see the hall on a screen before the real decoration is done. Another important point is color harmony. No matter how beautiful each item is, if the colors don't match, the whole setup looks messy. A good decorator chooses 2 or 3 main colors and builds the entire decoration around them. Contrast is used carefully. For example, dark colors in the background and light colors in the front make the stage pop. Let's discuss cultural elements because marriage decoration differs from culture to culture. Indian weddings have bright colors, hanging garlands, and traditional motifs. Western weddings often have pastel flowers, rustic wood, or white drapes. Bengali weddings may use red and white elements. Muslim weddings often feature elegant green, gold, or white tones. Christian weddings commonly use lilies, roses, and candle stands. Understanding cultural symbolism makes decoration meaningful. Now think about outdoor versus indoor decoration. If the event is indoor, the decorator focuses more on lights, drapes, and structure. If it's outdoor, elements like weather, wind, and sunlight matter. Outdoor weddings often use tent-style setups, canopy lights, and floral arches. As the event gets closer, decorators coordinate with photographers, caterers, and sound teams. Everything should look good not only in person, but also in photos and videos. For example, too much red light on the stage can ruin pictures. Reflective materials may create glare, so decorators adjust lighting based on feedback. Finally, after everything is ready, the hall transforms into a beautiful space full of emotion. Guests walk in and feel excited. The couple steps on the stage and feels honored. Photos capture lifelong memories. At the end of the night, good decoration becomes a part of the story everyone remembers. When you think about it, decoration is not just a job. It's an art. It's a responsibility. It's about understanding love, culture, and celebration.